The oven is resting. The mixer is quiet. The flour can stay, tucked in its bin for the night. Because the magic we're making happens somewhere between a dream and a chocolate bar. No baking, just forming, a little chill, a little dip, a little dusting of snow. We are making tiramisu into a truffle. The heart, a creamy consensus. We begin with the soul of the thing, the ladyfinger, those light, crisp sponges that speak of coffee and cream. We give them a whirl in the processor with a spoonful of sugar until they are not cookies anymore, but golden sand. To this sand, we add the cloud, a soft scoop of mascarpone, and a pour of rich cream. Pulse, pulse, until it begins to dream of holding a shape. Now the whisper, the secret, a tablespoon of strong, cooled coffee, just enough to wake the flavors, to make the crumbs cling. Pulse once more, and there it is, a dough that tastes of dessert but feels like clay, thick, promising. We tuck it in a bowl, cover it with a blanket of plastic, and send it to the fridge for a long winter's nap. 3 hours, at least. Patience. Here is your first ingredient. 2. The form. A chilled creation. From its chill, the dough emerges. Firm. Ready. We scoop. We roll. Between our palms, we form little worlds. Perfect spheres. Tiny planets of tiramisu. But they are too soft for their final coat. So we send them on a shorter journey, a brief exile to the freezer. 15 minutes, just enough time to firm their resolve. 3. The clock, a chocolate cascade. While they harden, we make the cloak. Chocolate, finely chopped. We melt most of it over gentle steam, watching it become a dark, silken pool. Then we stir in the last of the unmelted pieces. This is the trick. The little secret for a shell that snaps and shines. It cools just slightly, becoming a velvety bath. The truffles return, cold and firm. A toothpick is their temporary handle, a dip, a swirl, a graceful lift, and they emerge, dressed in a glossy coat of midnight or milk. We place them on parchment, their finishing school, and while the chocolate is still wet, we crown them. A curl, a sprinkle, a jewel. We let the chocolate set. It hardens into a delicate shell. The finish, a dusting of dawn. Finally, the last act. Over a fine sieve, we tap a little cocoa. It falls like the gentlest dusting of frost, of earth, of winter's first snow. It is the signature, the memory of the original dessert, a promise of what's inside. And there they are. No bake tiramisu truffles. Each one a perfect bite. The crunch of chocolate, the give of the creamy, coffee-kissed heart. They are gifts for a party, for a friend, for a quiet moment with a cup of tea after a long day. They prove that sometimes the most delightful things aren't baked at all. They are simply composed. So, compose some magic, and as always, enjoy.